Hello, today we're going to be talking about intercepts. This word intercepts, I want you to think about it as like a touch, okay? So intercept is a touch. So you have two types of intercepts. You have the x-intercept. So I'll write that right here. You have x-intercept. And you have the y-intercept. Okay, and the x-intercept touches the x-axis, okay, and the y-intercept touches the y-axis. Okay, so that's all basically that you need to remember. And another thing, in the x-intercept, y is always 0, and for the y-intercept, x is always 0. So make sure that you remember these notes right here. Okay? All right. So, number 1, find the x and y intercepts. So, let's take a look at this graph right here. Okay? So, let's find the x-intercept. Okay? For the x-intercept, you're going to look at the x. Here's the x right here. And you're going to look at this line. Where does this line touch the x? It looks like it touches right here at 4. This is the x-intercept. So the x-intercept is 4. And let's do the ordered pair for that just so that we remember. Okay, so the x-intercept is 4. So x is 4, so that means y is 0. Okay, now for y-intercept, we're going to look at the graph again. And we're going to see, where does this line touch the y? It looks like it touches at 2. That's the y-intercept. And we're going to do it in an ordered pair. Remember, y is 2. So remember, y is second. So just so you remember, these are x and this is y. So y is second, so that means the 0 is in the x. Okay? Let's do it again. Number 2. Let's find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Okay, for x-intercept, remember, you're going to look here at the x. And where does this line touch the x? It looks like it's at -1. That's the x-intercept. So that is -1. And the ordered pair for that, remember, x is first, y is second. So x is -1. That means that the y is 0. All right, and now let's do the y. Y-intercept is 4 because that's where it's touching right here. So that would be 0, 4. Let's try this one. For this one, it looks like the x-intercept is -3. So that would be -3, 0. And the y-intercept is here, where it touches the y. That would be +3. Oops, that's the y-intercept. So 3, so 0, 3. Okay? Now for this equation, it said use intercepts to graph the line described by each equation. So for this one, we're actually going to have to do some work. So we're going to go ahead and copy this one down here so we can work on it. So I have 3x plus 2y equals -6. I need to find the x-intercept, and then I need to find the y-intercept. For the x-intercept, remember, for x-intercept, if you notice, the y is always 0. Y is always 0, and we wrote it right here. For the x-intercept, y is 0. For the y-intercept, notice that the x is always 0. And here I wrote x is 0. So I'm going to copy this equation. and y is 0. So where I see y, I'm going to put 0. So 3x plus 2, no y, it's 0, in parentheses, equals negative 6. Okay? And you're always going to do the parentheses first. 2 times 0. Let's get our calculator. Okay, so to get the calculator, you could just push A. Okay, let me go ahead and delete everything here. Oops. Okay, so 2 parentheses 0. So 2 times 0, enter. It's 0. 2 times 0 is 0. So that cancels. Don't put 0. Copy down 3x equals negative 6. I want x alone. X is on the left side. On the left is the number 3. There's nothing in the middle, so that is multiply. The opposite is divide by 3. So divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 cancels, it's 1. Copy x equals, put in the calculator, negative 6 divided by 3. So negative 6 divided by 3, it's negative 2. Okay, so there's my x-intercept. And let's write it as an ordered pair. So that would be, so here's x, here's y. X is negative 2, so y we said was 0. Okay, there it is. Let's do it again for the y-intercept. So copy the question. Put your line. Okay, so here x is 0. So circle x, we're going to put 0. So 3, no x, 0 in parentheses, plus 2y equals negative 6. 3 times 0, anything times 0 is 0, but just so you know, so 3 parentheses 0 parentheses, enter, it's 0. Anything times 0 is 0. Okay, algo por 0 es 0. So it cancels. Copy down 2y equals, copy down negative 6. You want y alone. Y is on the left. 2 is on the left with y. Nothing on in the middle is multiply. The opposite is divide. 2. Divide 2. 1. So that cancels. Copy y equals. In the calculator, negative 6 divided by 2. Negative 6 divided by 2. Enter. Negative 3. Okay, and let's do the ordered pair. Parenthesis, this is x, this is y. Y is negative 3, and x is 0. There we go. Now we're going to do our graph. We're going to graph it here, right here. Okay, so let me write down my ordered pairs. I had negative 2, 0. That's my x-intercept. And my y-intercept is 0, negative 3. Okay, and I'll zoom in here so you can see. Okay, so my x-intercept is negative 2. So negative 2 on the x, that's right here. And for my y-intercept, it's negative 3. So that's going to be down because it's negative right here. And now we're going to go ahead and make a line. So use your calculator to make a line with arrows. So there we go, we graphed it. Okay, let's try number 5. Let's try this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy x minus 4y equals 4. We're going to do the same process again. Zoom out. Okay. So we got x minus 4y equals 4. And we're going to do the x-intercept and the y-intercept. And remember, for the x-intercept, which one is 0? Well, for the x-intercept, it's actually the opposite. That's 0. Y is 0. And for the y-intercept, x is 0. Okay? So copy x minus 4y equals 4. And this one, copy it here too. X minus 4y equals 4. Okay, and we'll draw our line and we can start. Okay, so for this one, I'm changing the y. So here I'm going to change the y. I'm going to put parentheses 0. So I'm going to put x minus 4, no y, it's parentheses 0 parenthesis, equals 4. Okay, so negative 4 times 0, anything times 0 is 0. Cancel, copy down x equals 4. X is alone. There are no numbers with x. No hay números con x. So I'm finished there. And my ordered pair, remember, x is 4, so that's first, and y is 0. Let's do it again. So for this one, x is 0. So I'm going to put parentheses 0 parenthesis minus 4y equals 4. So this is just 0, so that cancels. Copy down negative 4y equals 4. I want y alone. What number with y? Negative 4. Nothing in the middle is multiply. The opposite is divide by negative 4. So divide negative 4. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 cancels. You get y equals, let's put that in the calculator. Okay, so remember you can just push A for the calculator. 4 divided by negative 4. 4 divide negative 4, enter, negative 1. And let's put it in parentheses. So y is negative 1, and then x is 0. Now we can graph it. Let's go ahead and graph it on here. So let me write it down. So here we had x-intercept was 4, 0. And this one we had y-intercept 0, negative 1. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in so we can see. So x-intercept is 4. So x-intercept 4. So here's x, here's 4. Y-intercept is negative 1. So y negative 1, that will be down. And we're going to draw our line with our calculator. With arrows. And I graphed it. Okay, now we're going to do number 6. So let me go ahead and erase all of this. And then we're going to do number 6 together. Okay. At a fair, hamburgers sell for $3 each and hot dogs sell for $1.50 each. Okay, so hamburgers, $3 each. Hot dogs, $1.50 each. The equation 3x plus 1.5y equals 30 describes the number of hamburgers and hot dogs a family can buy with $30. So there's $30, and here's my equation. Okay, so let's write it. I'm going to write it right here. Let me zoom out. So 3x plus 1.5y equals 30. And here they said hamburgers are $3. Here's my 3. So it looks, and 3 is with x. 3 es con x. So 3 is with x. So x is hamburgers. Hamburguesa. Hamburger. And then 1.50 is for hot dog. That's 1.5. So 1.5 is hot dog. And this $30, this 30 is dollars because that's from here. Okay? A, find the intercepts and graph the function. So let's go ahead and find the intercepts, the x and y intercept. So I'm going to copy this over here. So we got 3x plus 1.5y equals 30. And we're going to do the x-intercept and the y-intercept. And remember which one is 0. For the x-intercept, it would be y. And for the y-intercept, x is 0. So let's go ahead and copy that. 3x plus 1.5y equals 30. Draw my line. So for this one, y is 0. So that's right here. Y is 0. Going to change it. So 3x plus 1.5, no y, it's parentheses 0, parentheses equals 30. We're going to do 1.5 times 0. 1.5 times 0 is 0. Cancel, copy, 3x equals 30. I want x alone. 3 is with x. Nothing in the middle is multiply. Opposite is divide by 3, both sides. 3 divided by 3 cancels. So you get x equals 30 divided by 3 is 10. And let's write it. So x, y, x is 10, y is 0. Let's do it again. Copy. 3x plus 1.5y equals 30. Draw your line. X is 0, so I'm going to change the x. So 3 parentheses 0 parentheses plus 1.5y equals 30. 3 times 0, 0, cancel, copy, 1.5y equals 30. Circle y, I want y alone. 1.5 with y, nothing in the middle is multiply. The opposite is divide by 1.5. Divide 1.5. 1.5 divided by 1.5, cancel. Copy y equals 30 divided by 1.5. I need to put that in the calculator. So 30 divided by 1.5, enter. I get 20. Okay, so I got x here, y here. Y is 20, x is 0. There we go. Let's go ahead and graph it now. So I got x is 10. So let's see. For the x-intercept, let's put x-intercept is 10. Y-intercept is 20. Okay, so there we go. Let's graph it. So x-intercept is 10. So on the x, it's 10. And the y-intercept is 20. So on the y, it's 20. Let's make a line. There it is. And they said, what does each intercept represent? Okay, so let me talk to you about a few things, okay? Let me erase this work here. We want to know what it represents. Oops. So basically our answers, and I'll copy them. So our x-intercept, I'll put the ordered pair, was 10, 0. And my y-intercept was 0, 20. Okay. And we said that x is hamburger and y is hot dog. So this is x, this is y. X is hamburger and y is hot dog. Let's do it again here. This is x is hamburger and y is hot dog. So what do they represent? Well, you have $30. With $30, you can buy 10 hamburgers if you buy no hot dogs, if you don't buy hot dogs. So with $30, I can buy 10 hamburgers if I don't buy hot dogs. Con $30 puedo comprar 10 hamburguesas si no compro hot dogs. Let's try this one. with $30, I can buy 20 hot dogs. If I don't buy hamburgers. Con $30 puedo comprar 20 hot dogs si yo no compro hamburgers. So here, if you spent all your money on hamburgers, you can buy 10. So with $30, you can buy 10 hamburgers and nothing else. So, entonces con $30 puede comprar 10 hamburguesas si no compra nada más. Okay? Same here. Mismo aquí. So with $30, you can buy 20 hot dogs if you don't buy anything more. Con $30 puede comprar 20 hot dogs si no compra nada más. Okay? So this is the answer. This is the answer for this. Es la respuesta. Son las respuestas aquí. So these are the answers for this right here. So you might want to write that down there. Okay? So thank you for watching this video.